This is very good video for everyone. Mm-hmm. Yo, it's done. Gonna show you how I do this shit. How I kill all these motherfuckers 3 times quicker. But yeah, no, it's good stuff, dude. Let's see. I don't think there'll be any kind of latency issue from how I am tapping and how the record, like the finalized product will be, but you should hear my tapping, and I'll explain why on some. Here we go. Let's get this in. All right, now another thing too. So I use Rocket Aid, but they're still ARing the other team. So tap, dude, tap that screen, bro. Tippity tap the screen, and you'll have quicker ARs. Um, it's actually awesome with the command right here if you ever get Rocket Aid for those tower teams, because for some reason he gets commanded all the time. It's great. I love it. So I don't know why. It's like his special thing. Um, but this is just some other team. I wish I would have recorded another, like a different team that we played versus, um, like a different, like a harder team. But these guys, I think, are still going to be a little difficult. All right, so I started out. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm constantly tapping on Zeke because he's my focus. There's nobody else here that I want to stun more than him. Okay, and then I go over to Shiva. And look, already on mirrors. Oh, it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I don't stop tapping, bro. I'm constantly tapping. Okay, because I'm weird. Go over here. Okay, go on. I'm gonna go on Michonne first. See how she's only impaired. So I can't tap over to the bottom yet, and then now I can. Okay. Because you want to kill the Guardian, dude. I mean, the way I look at it is this: there's so many different active skills, right? You're putting yourself up versus the CPU. Technically, almost the same way that I'm doing this right now is the way that the CPU interacts with us, right? But it still has a set of rules of what it does. So, for example, it only like the trait thing, right? Like I can go into more detail about that. That's what's great about this thing here is that the trait thing helps sometimes. Like sometimes I'll press, and I usually, of course, I try to press quick, super quick on the target I want. But sometimes I'll miss it by a millisecond, and it like Yumi will perfectly like hit a red target with her impair, you know. So it works out, but you can get really good with it, dude. If you have 2 targets you want to keep stunned down, and while you're killing one of those targets, right? Ooh, this one might be while you're trying to kill one of the targets, you can almost. Oh, here's a fail. Okay, well, that's good. That it happens here. That's all right. That's all right. I think I should have maybe done. No, I think he just got really lucky with those with the ab zeros. But for this one, Conrad, like he's only impaired now, so I'm still gonna tap on him. Okay? And then immediately I move to Mirror Boots because she's been good, dude. Like that one 4-man stuns. If you don't like kill her in one turn, it seems like she just like pops off so much quicker now, and she's much more devastating. Stun is so good. Um, I stayed away from Mira just until the end. And let's go back over here. Steve, what up, Steve? You can get pumped. So that time, since there was a shield, right? I wanted to. Oh, that sucks. I wanted to still try to tap on Zeke because I wanted to get a chance at Shiva stunning him. Okay. Um, or my stun katana. So I wanted a chance to get a stun first, right? So that's why I wanted to make this video. Is that you guys are gonna find out a lot more stuff too as well about how to do it, and maybe what works for you. You might have things that work better for you. Shit, I don't know. You might even you might even find a lot of times that with range, the only problem I have with ranged, right, are a lot of people focused on impair on defense, right? And the only other stun is on defense for range is red, right? So the problem with ranged, dude, right now, unless I'm trying to figure out a couple things too, because like I think it'll be helpful if we could figure out range stuff as well. So like other people who have ranged, like me, I always use melee, but I think it would be a good idea to figure that out, to like try to look into that because Yumi is really good. Tai is really good, and he has impair on attack. I'm sorry, impair active skill, right? So if you guys notice, every single one of my characters has an active skill, right? Um, I mean, at some point we're all gonna have it anyway. I think most attack teams now should have an active skill on each character. But what's so good about that is that the repair, like the repair, the active skill that repairs your from recovers from impair or stun, dude, that helps so much. Just like knowing that it can work properly on auto, without me having to think about it or whatever. Dang, look at how quick dude, I ran so fast. I don't even have anyone to hit yet. Maybe one more second on Steve or the armory. Let's see where Steve's at. 7 seconds. No, I'm just waiting. I'll go through here. But with range, right? There's not there, there's no like stun on attack stuff, right? Well, there is, but through ARs. But there's no. The only thing is, Yumi's confused. No, I'm sorry. Like a impair on attacking for tough, right? And then neutralize as well. But I think the way that how this team works so well, or how autoing is going to be working, and how everyone's going to be getting on board with it, is I think stun. Stun is the answer. Okay, stun is what stops all of the weapons from affecting the play, start like the whole play field basically, right? For those 2 turns. Even though it's strange, like sometimes I still see Ab Zero. I know I swear I see Ab Zero. It's probably a discard, but it's one of those things where, I mean, I don't know if range will be really good with this particular. And see how she confused him, and even though I got a stun on Garrett, I still started tapping up towards Zeke because I knew if I didn't get a stun on Garrett, he would have more than likely confused and didn't. He wouldn't have turned. He wouldn't have done his little thing and did his little defense move. But here's Rooster. Bye bye Rooster. And this shit is fun. Like this shit revitalized the way I look at war. Because you guys know, dude, I was a champion at those round one teams, and basically those were. I mean, this is only a little quicker than that. To be honest with you guys, it doesn't feel boring because you don't have to like swipe 3 times. You can tap on stuff, and it's kind of like on the edge, like if they get a guard and like you're like shit, oh my Shiva just rushed the guard, oh shit. You're gonna see that often, but there are so many attempts you get at trying it that you'll find that it don't matter, dude. It literally doesn't matter. You, the diminishing returns from the CPU, the computer like algorithm that they have on their side will come into play because you are tapping. We're making a decision, either A, to not auto, or B, tap on the damn screen where you want to go, like kind of move the auto in the way that you want. Um, these guys are crazy. And Menzies gonna get out and be like, dude, I was eating a sandy. I love Menzies. He's just very European. I think that there's a lot of disconnect between the types of what we find funny out here and what he finds funny. Because I don't find your defenses funny, dude. Who cares? If I posted my defenses, dude, you would cry, bro. Um, no, I'm just kidding. I don't really get that many, but yeah, I do. But I think I don't know. A lot of people like to go after Dent, um, like DP, dude. Everyone would be like out there and like revenging and like hitting everyone. So then like everyone's like, oh DP, oh he's off shield, damn it. And then just split second later, he's just shielding because someone wanted some of their food back, you know. Oh no, oh, Shiva. This is that one I messed up on, huh, guys? See, I'm learning, dude. And this is what I was telling you about that Mick. This is for you, dude. Your Wyatt. When I was testing auto the other day, man, that's why I have to leave him last because he's freaking crazy AP, dude. Like I just can only auto attack for a million rounds. All right, but hope you guys enjoy.